You see, in this lesson, we are going to be taking you through practicals on how to make use of the InShot application to have some kind of important edit. Some addition or subtraction to your lesson, recorded online lessons. Once again, my name is AkoviL, and I'm going to be taking you through this. Now, let's look at music for a start. I think it's one of the most important features. In music, you'll be able to add tracks. I'm going to click on it now. These tracks, we are talking about tracks from either featured online, just like you are seeing. You can click on any of them. You need network to do that. You can also choose directly from your memory card by clicking on my music, just like I've done. For example, let me pick this P Square Onyinye. So I've paused it. After clicking on it, you need to click on use so that it goes to your lesson. You can see, if you check here now, you are seeing P Square Onyinye added. So it will actually extend, I think, almost to the end of the lesson. So why do we need to add some of these tracks? Sometimes it can serve as what? As a background to your lesson. Of course, let's all note that sometimes it's not necessary because it might distract your learners, but sometimes maybe because you want to add one or two things, especially when we get to this record. I'm going to show you why it's important. And of course, some of these things, sometimes why it's important is because we want to remove some certain things we have said in our lesson and add some other things. You understand? So this is why it's important. So let's assume this music is like a background. I've clicked on it now. You can see that's why it's showing that white. So you can edit. Let me click on edit. I've removed the volume of the music now, right, to 0. You can see, you can do that here. And you know that you can adjust this thing you are seeing. You can see I've hold on the right and I'm adjusting it. You can as well adjust this right one. Why are you adjusting? Where you want the music to start from, which minute, and where do you want it to stop? You understand? So this is very important. And this is the volume. By the time you adjust this volume, actually we advise that if you are adding up any background, you make it so low that it doesn't disturb your main lesson. Understand? It will just be playing at the background. Now you are seeing another thing here. When the music is starting, do you want it to fade in, like it will start small and then increase, or you want it to just start once? This take care of that. Then this second one, when the music is ending, the same thing. Do you want it to just fade out or just stop at once? This takes care of that. Now let me just leave everything like this, or probably let me adjust this just a small sample of it, just small, then so that I will put the background volume at maybe, let's say, less than 15, 11. Let me leave that like that so that we go back to the lesson. Right now, I've clicked on mark. Once you are done, click on mark and then it takes you back. If you look carefully, right, you're going to see something. You can see it has ended here. Actually, it was almost to the end of the lesson, but because I've adjusted it to where I want it to stop, that's why it's stopping there. Now let me go back to where I am. I want to play the effect I've added now. That is the background music and my lesson. They will play alongside. So just listen. Children, good day to you. I hope you are doing fine and everybody around you, parents. So I've paused it now. You can see that effect. So this effect is the same thing like I've told you. Transitions, you can add weapon sound, you can add applause, a laughter. All this you need network to access to network to be able to do that. So we are not adding any of that now. Let me just go back. Now recording is one of the most important thing here, because along the lesson you must have said one or two things that you want it silent, or you want to even not just silent it but set something to replace. It's interesting actually. I'm going to click on record now and then I will say whatever I'm saying. I'll click on it, allow the countdown to complete. Then, okay children, now we are going to be talking about simple machine today in our lesson. You see, I've just clicked. We have stopped now. I've stopped recording now. I've clicked on the red sign and then it has stopped. This red area you are seeing is actually where it's covered with your recording. So once you are done, you can. Okay, so once you are done recording, you are going to click on the marked sign here, and you see this is what I've recorded, isn't it? So after recording, you can see if you look closely, the first you are seeing here is the main lesson, and this is the music background that I've added, and this is the recorded sound. Are we following? So it means that we want to extract. What is next now is to extract the volume of this particular recorded lessons from the beginning. Assuming what we have said there from the starting, you don't want it to show again, you want it replaced with this recorded audio. So you are going to remove the volume. You are going to extract the volume of this particular lesson from the beginning to where you want it to stop, such that the other one will continue, and what you have recorded here will now be what we play on the video lesson. Are we following? So let me assume that we have done the recording now and we want to extract. So you just have to click on the lesson. Are we together? So you click on the lesson. You see, it will provide with the platform you are going to extract audio. So you quickly click on extract. So you look up here, you are going to I hope you are following. Okay, now these are what you are seeing. I'm sure you know that the first here is the volume we have extracted, that is the audio of the main lesson here, and this here is the recorded audio that I added, and this also is the P-Square background music that I've added. You can see the three. Don't forget, we try to go and reduce the duration that the extracted audio will cover. Right now, what did I want to show you? We want to be able to remove, that is, we want to be able to what? Remove the audio of the lesson, such that this audio number 1, the red one, 01, covers whatever that will happen in between these two. Now, remember that the extract, if you want to adjust the audio of this particular thing now, the extract is where you are going to work on. So one thing you must note is that wherever the duration that this extract does not cover, are we together? Yes, I was actually making a mistake, but I want to clarify something now. Wherever that the extract, that is this 002 you are seeing on top, wherever it does not cover, that place is not going to sound. I mean, that place in the lesson is not going to sound. So it is assumed that since it's covering here, it is expected that it is supposed to sound. What am I saying? I'm going to drag this now. Of course, even if, like we have said earlier, if you have mistakenly clicked on this vertical and put something, you can as well click on it, hold and drag. I've clicked on the extract O2 now, so I'm going to drag it. I'm dragging it. Just watch. You see? So you drag it. You can even come and place it exactly down, or you leave it on top. Just that we are expecting it to continue exactly afterwards the audio. So what you are seeing now is, once the audio stops, the 001 audio that we recorded live from here and added, the red one you are seeing, once it stops, the lesson will continue, because the 002 extract now covers from there. Don't forget that as well, you have to extend this to this particular one to the end of the lesson, because if you don't, if it doesn't cover here, it means your lesson from here too will not sound. Of course, if you still want to add some other things and remove the sound of the lesson from here, you can do that. But our target here is to be able to what? Is to be able to extract the audio from the beginning up to this place, and of course replace it with a recorded audio live. So in essence, if I play this now, we are expecting that the audio of the main lesson from here will not play again. Of course, the background music we adjusted it so that it will be there, and whatever that we play between the starting and here is not the lesson audio but the recorded one, and once that of the recorded one stops, the extract, that is the volume from the video, will now continue. Okay, I think I've tried to explain enough, but then let me play so that you see for yourself or you hear for yourself whatever that I've been explaining. Now listen. Then, okay, children, now we are going to be talking about simple machine today in our lesson. Children, good day to you. Do you see what happened? Immediately it gets to this extract 002, it returns back to my lesson. Another children, right? Sorry, I was saying something similar, but you can see that the recorded audio was what sound from the beginning, and once it gets to here, then the audio has ended, then the lesson continue. But again, whatever that I've said before that particular place from the lesson was silent. You can see. So you can keep playing around these things. You can keep playing around them. Actually, let me be very honest with you. At times, even in the process of explaining like this to people or teaching it out, is how I get to see how it functions very well. And really, it's really interesting. So now don't forget to practice and practice and practice. That is unlike the key to learning it. Of course, at Golden Ray Educational Services, the Key Master, what we do is to create digital friendly environment for you all and for you to become technologically inclined and well skilled to face your professional your teaching profession squarely. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next video where we are going to be showing you another option, that is the use of Key Master. Just like from the name, of course, that application is a master and I love it. Of course, I love this one as well, but when you get there, you are going to tell me yourself that that is more interesting. Thank you and see you. Bye.